It's especially fitting that our first Jackie Robinson Community Recognition Award this evening be presented in the School of Media and Public Affairs. The Jackie Robinson Society is pleased to honor Maureen Bunyan, a veteran television news broadcaster with over 30 years of service and significant contributions to the Washington, D.C. community. Born on the island of Aruba, Maureen Bunyan came to the United States at the age of 11, where her family settled in a rural area of southeastern Wisconsin. Her career in news began at the Milwaukee Journal, where she worked as a freelancer while in college. She began in broadcasting in 1970 at WJBH-TV, the public broadcasting station in Boston, Massachusetts. Shortly after, she moved to WCBS-TV in New York City, and in 1973 joined what was then called WTOP-TV, now WUSA-TV, here in Washington, D.C., where she was a lead news anchor and reporter covering major local, national, and international stories, and working alongside Gordon Peterson and Max Robinson, two of the best in broadcast journalism. Since 1999, she has served as a primary anchor at WJLA-TV ABC 7, and as many of you know, again working alongside Gordon Peterson. Ms. Bunyan attended the University of Wisconsin at Milwaukee, the Columbia University School of Journalism, and holds a master's degree from the Harvard University Graduate School of Education. During the many years she has worked in the nation's capital, Maureen Bunyan has an extensive record of service to the community. She has been a leader in her profession and an outspoken advocate for women and minorities in the newsroom. She is a founder and board member of the International Women's Media Foundation, which serves women journalists in 100 countries. She's a founder of the National Association of Black Journalists, and she serves on the National Advisory Board of the Casey Journalism Center on Children and Families, the Girl Scout Council of the National Capital's Women's Advisory Board, and the Advisory Committee of Women in Film and Video. Throughout her career and her personal life, Maureen Bunyan has never forgotten her origins and speaks often about her experiences as an immigrant. In recognition of her significant contributions to broadcasting for more than 30 years, she has received a wide range of awards and honors. She has been inducted into the Hall of Fame of the Washington chapter of the Society of Professional Journalists, the Silver Circle of the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences, and the Broadcast Pioneers Club of Washington. She has received 7 local Emmys, as well as the Ted Yates Award, given by the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences to Washington, D.C. newscasters who are leaders in the profession. She has been named Journalist of the Year by the National Association of Black Journalists and has received the annual Immigrant Achievement Award from the American Immigration Law Foundation. Maureen Bunyan is going to have to leave us in a few minutes as she is being honored with another award later this evening. Many, many years from now, whether she better remembers this GW ceremony or the one to be held later this evening depends solely on the intensity of your applause after my next sentence. It's an honor and a privilege for the Jackie Robinson Society to present Maureen Bunyan with a 2009 Jackie Robinson Society Community Recognition Award.
Good evening, everybody. Professor, thank you so very much. Your applause was absolutely resounding. I know that it could be heard all across the Washington, D.C. area. Thank you for your wonderful reception. I am, to say the least, humbled by this award, and I so much appreciate your recognition. I just want to say a few words, not about Jackie Robinson, because unfortunately I did not know him, but like you, I have learned about his legacy. And one of the attributes that he had that you have is one that I just want to mention, and that is the attribute of courage. Courage, as I define it, is the ability to face fear. not the ability to ignore fear, not the ability to overcome fear, but simply the ability to face fear. And then, having done that, to act in the best possible way that you decide. Mr. Robinson did that under so many circumstances that many of us cannot even imagine. But we are here because he did so. I am here because he did so, and because so many other Americans did so, white or black or other colors. When you ball players go out on the field, you know what courage is. People may look at you and say, oh, they're just hitting a ball with a bat. Oh, they're just running around the bases. But you are living the ability to face fear. Fear of loss, fear of accident, fear of having an illness or of having an accident, fear of the future. Are you going to win the game? Are you not? Are you going to exemplify the best of your team? Are you not? All of us face that every single day. So I want you to remember that whether you're out on the field or in a classroom or at a job, you all have courage. You simply have to define it for yourself, and then, after you have faced the fear of going ahead, you have to go ahead. That's what Jackie Robinson did, and that's why we are here, and that's why I thank you for this recognition. Good.